Awesome. Okay, welcome
everybody.
Everyone. We are so excited about this topic today. We are super excited because the topic itself is exciting, but we are even more thrilled because we have an incredible cast here today. You can see them all here. We have some of our top leaders in our business. This isn't everybody, but some of our highest, most incredible leaders on Team Elevate.
Absolutely.
And we are just excited to let you guys hear from them. They've got some incredible things to share with you today.
Yeah, so in the next few minutes, you guys are going to hear and see how Elevate Your Results training program can actually take your business to new levels and to a whole new success level for yourself. And so with this awesome tool, Jenni and I and our leaders, we're going to be giving you some real deal tips, some hacks, be able to use this so that you guys can take your business to a whole nother level. So I can't wait to see this. You're going to be able to use these action steps starting even tomorrow. So this is not something you have to wait on or anything of that nature. You can implement these things from these leaders right away. And that's what we want you to do.
Okay, so just to be super clear, we want to make sure you know exactly what the Elevate Your Results training program is. And it is it's a step-by-step training program to help you build your doTERRA business. And our program takes the best of the best doTERRA success resources. So like the empowered success guides that we all love, that we've all been using, it takes those and it marries them really with a clear-cut step-by-step process to walk you through every step of your business, from launching it to making it profitable. And it has over 30 custom modules. It reflects 2 decades of network marketing experience and expertise, tips, additional resources, not just from us, but from other leaders. So it's going to be an awesome tool. So that's what it is in a nutshell. If you're just logging in, you don't know what we're talking about, you don't know what this program is, that's a little bit of a description. And we're just going to take just a minute to show our screen and share with you a little bit about this tool so you know as you log in where to go and what to do. And then we're going to turn it over to our incredible team and let you hear from them. So you're looking right now at the inside of the Elevate Your Results training program. And as you can see over here on the left side, if you're on your laptop, there is a left-hand navigation bar that walks you through everything. All the modules that we've talked about, if you click them open, you can collapse them. You'll see real easy. Each one of these steps represents some modules underneath them. The body of the content on a computer will be right here. If you're on a mobile device, everything will be just stacked. You'll have your whole navigation bar at the top, and you'll just, once you click something open, you'll scroll down to the bottom to actually get the content. So a couple things here. Obviously, we want you to start here. We're going to give you an overview of the system. We're going to show you your success toolbox and the things that you need to purchase right away. That's one of the questions I know every leader on this call probably gets right away. What do I need to buy? Where are the most important downloads? Where are all those things that I get started with? We've got it here, right here for you so that you have a quick start guide right there. And then we walk you through that preparation phase with this. And again, as we talked about all the different modules that we've put together for you, we've got some really cool downloadables in here, really to help you get you into action. So just an example, at the bottom of each one of these modules, you'll see videos from us and from some other leaders, as well as at the very bottom, you'll have clear-cut action steps. That's one of the things that we love so much about this. Every leader can speak to that on this call, is being able to take the business to the next level by putting it into action. And just one other thing I want to point out here is one thing that I really think separates Team Elevate is the products speak for themselves. The products are so powerful. doTERRA's essential oils, we have fallen in love with them. We use them in every aspect of our life, and inviting to use the products is oftentimes so easy because that's one of the things I think that drew us to doTERRA was being able to sample somebody and they can immediately see a result. But when it comes to inviting to join the business, that's one thing we hear over and over and over is, I've got fear around it. Who do I talk to? What do I do? And so we've got some really cool trainings and modules in here about how to recruit and how to make that a little bit easier for you, giving you some scripts and things like that. Once you have worked your way through it, you should be in income producing activities and really getting your business into profit by now. We show you how to wrap the whole thing up. We have a few additional resources and some bonus material for you as well for further learning. But one of the things that we've always said is is don't park it in training mode, get into action. You don't want to stay in neutral, just training. So this is designed to get you into action. If you go in here and you camp out and you actually watched all 30 modules, I'd be worried about you. If you weren't just building, get moving right away. And we're going to come out of here because I want to make sure we can see everyone again. But that's just a quick overview of what we have available for you. There's a lot of goodies in there. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to introduce one of our most amazing favorite people here. That's up first. You want to introduce?
Yes. So Bonnie Donahue, she is, I mean, there's so much I could say about her, but she was actually, we came out of the gate running and she was one of the, within a few months, she was a diamond. I mean, like just overnight, she worked her tail off. She did the system and she was brilliant. I mean, she brought everything, all the gifts, skills, abilities to the table. She's a mom. She's an entrepreneur. She speaks. She is brilliant in every way. I've learned so much from her. And so we're going to let her just take it over.
Yeah, and also she has an awesome website, bonniedonahue.com, if you want to check it out as well. As she's the leader of Oil Leadership Team. And just one of the things I love is she's just a shining light. You'll see that in her. She's a lot of fun. She has a fun personality and just attracts a lot of moms that just see that light inside of her and just are attracted to that. So Bonnie, we'd love to hear from you a little bit more about how you think your team can really use this tool and take it to the next level.
Awesome. Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Perfect.
Good.
Okay. So first of all, thank you for that introduction. That is awesome. And I also want to thank you for putting this whole training together. I know you guys spent hours of your time and like you said, decades of knowledge put together into one easy website where we can just go through and put our builders through. And so thank you so much. There's so many different ways to use this. I know other people are going to be sharing ways. So I'm just going to share one of the ways that I feel like that we can start using this website right away. One of the things that I love about Doterra is that anyone can bring in anybody. So we have so many people that are building the business, but then they're sharing or they're a customer and they decide to upgrade. And so we have thousands of people on our team, and so I think the one of the top things is it can bring confidence to anybody. It doesn't matter if they've just joined today or if they've been using the products and they decided to upgrade, because you don't have to know everything. And let's say two friends join together, because that happens. I feel like a lot of times a mom gets started, they tell their friends, and they have like 5 people starting the same week. Well, now they all have confidence that they can all do this together. They don't have to wait for one person to figure it out, then to tell the other person. They can all follow the same plan at the same time, and everything is at your fingertips. So nobody is getting lost. None of the information is getting lost. Everyone can do it at their own time. So we have builders in our team from 15 different countries. So they're all different time zones. So not everybody can get on the phone at the exact same time. So now everyone has all the information at the time. That's like while they're nursing in the middle of the night, they can watch a video, or they can have 2 friends starting the same day and feel like they're at the same page. They're both going to get the same training. So I think confidence is like huge.
Sorry, I was muted. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. But I'm sure you started your business, right, with full confidence. You just came out of the gate fully confident and had it all together, right?
I'm still learning, So, right. And this also helps us too as leaders, because then you don't have to remember, like, did I tell them this or this, because when you're talking to so many people, you literally can just go through the checklist, which I think is huge. And it just takes a load off of us, because it's all in one spot, Yeah. So anyway, I think it's great. Thank you so much.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Great point. Loved it.
You guys are muted.
Okay, sorry, muted. My DJ here is...
Sorry about that. My fault.
Not helping. DJ Nathan. Okay, next up, we've got Faith Hill, because she has a key in the oven, and we need her to not burn this. This is true story.
Thank you.
So Faith and her amazing husband, Jonathan, they are such hard workers.
Absolutely.
They are pioneers of so many things in the health space and in the business world. Faith is also a health guru, but a speaker. She had her own TV channel for a while and had just so many, she's incredible with video and speaking and communicating. She has a little peanut. She has an amazing daughter, and her husband does a lot of really cool stuff behind the scenes.
Yes.
You may not always see his face, but he does so much behind the scenes for their business. Faith is also a diamond leader on our team from North Carolina. We just love growing with her, being sharpened by her, and just doing this business with her. So, and she is the leader of Team LifeWise. So Faith, take it away. How are you planning to use this with your team?
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Bonnie, for, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Am I unmuted? Okay,
No,
cool. Thank you, Bonnie, for everything that you said too. I was nodding my head in agreement. It's so true. And thank you guys. Yes, just like she said, for such an amazing program, succinct and easy to follow. And I always say this business it's really simple, right? But it's not always easy, but you guys have made it as easy as it possibly can be. So one of the things that I found can be a challenge, kind of like what Bonnie was saying, sometimes kind of like the telephone game, you may train really well one person that comes in, but when it comes time for them to train that next person, they take how they understood what you said and retrain it, right? And the tools can kind of help that a little bit. But what I love about this is this really does cut that out, because everybody's getting what you say, you know, or what your leaders in the videos say. So everybody's kind of getting all of that training and information firsthand, which I think is really, really powerful. And it's coming from you guys who have tons of experience, and so it's really incredible. One of the ways that we're going to use it, I love doing 30, 60, 90-day business plans. And so what I love is being able to take this content. I'm going to make it my aim to really know exactly where everything that I need and all the modules, exactly where it's placed. So when we are doing 30, 60, 90-day business plans, we can tell them exactly where they need to start. Some may have started as a host already. Some may have had some experience, and so they may need to start somewhere different than to start here. So what I love about that is being able to tell them exactly where they can go, but it also helps my team be able to navigate the entire program, because if they start here, they're going to see that there's so much other content there. And some people's personalities, like mine, like they want to be linear and go through the entire program as a program. But like you guys said, we want them to do some income producing activities right out the gate.
Yeah, that's perfect. And
that's great.
One of the things I didn't say, is with Faith, you know, Faith came from a background that was not network marketing. You had no experience in this, which is similar to most people that start, even though we've got all this experience
Almost repulsive.
Yeah, pretty much like, no, I don't want to do network marketing. But I would say because of such a clear system, even a physical system, not this exactly, now it's in an online format, but because of having such a physical, clear system,
you can take the steps.
You took it and you ran with it, and it's amazing to see where you are.
And you put your own thumbprint on it, which is amazing. That's the great part about it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, which is
great point.
Yeah.
So 30, 60, 90 business plans.
Love you guys.
People get set up. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Faith.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go get the quiche out of the oven.
Go get it.
Grab the quiche. Okay, next up we have Ashley McDonald. Ashley McDonald is a platinum leader on our team. We love Ashley. We have known Ashley and her husband Jake for several years now and been in different business capacities, known them in businesses before. And she just has such a heart for women, moms, and helping them really find that thing deep inside of them, that more, but also helping them achieve balance and attaining that and really attaining that goal and that dream. She is the leader of Kindred Grace Tribe, and she just has a phenomenal team across the country, and just shines through everything she does online, through the internet, and she's the real deal. She is genuine. What you see of her online, sometimes people have their fake world and their online world and then their real world, but what you see of Ashley is what you get, and it's amazing. I've absolutely loved doing this with her. So Ashley, we're excited to hear from you on how you're going. Oh, yes. She has 2.5 kids.
2.5 kids.
Actually more than 3.
Almost 3 point here.
She's a couple weeks out from having this last one. And this is what's really exciting to us is Ashley does pretty amazing things when she has babies.
Huge.
So she started.
Talk about nesting. Yeah. I think that's what it's called. I'm a guy, so I'm speaking.
Yeah, so she started Doterra when her second little one, was 6 weeks old. She started her first business when her first one was born. So I don't know what's going to happen when you have this next one, Ashley, but it's going to be something amazing.
Special.
I don't know. You always do amazing things after you pop out.
So take it away, Ashley.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think that's kind of the biggest thing I want to speak to is I think a lot of people come to this newness in life when they're having children where they need to make some changes. For me, my first experience in network marketing was because I had a baby at home and I went back to work and it was the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I hated every minute of it. And network marketing was the answer for me to come home. And now being 9 months pregnant with my third baby, it's still the answer. It's still our go-to. And so I think the biggest takeaway for me in this training program is its ability to create duplication. I, of course, am going to have a baby and toddlers at my feet at all times. And I think a lot of people in this business are in the same shoes. They've got children just running amok all over around them. And so being able to bring new business partners on and provide all of the information and knowledge that I want to can sometimes feel a little overwhelming, especially because I think genuinely a lot of people do this business for the balance of it, for the ability to be home with their kids. And so I love that it provides the opportunity for us to train other people through a system that doesn't also take so much of our time. And I would say the best training I actually got was in Prague, right, from Elise Chedevy, who's an upline of yours. And the biggest thing that she spoke on was time, right? Time is our biggest value. And that's what this program gives us, is more time, because we're not having to redo and re-say the things that we just said to the last 40 new builders. We have a system to kind of plug them into, and I would catapult off the rest of everyone else as well, all the resources and all the things that are really powerful with it. But for me, as a young mom with lots of young children and a lot of expectations, I will be doing a lot of trainings and coachings in the middle of the night, and that's okay. And I have a program that doesn't close. It doesn't have a closing hour, which is really helpful when you're a mom. So I think duplication is the biggest asset we have with this program.
That's awesome. I love that, Ashley. Thank you so much. We were just talking in the middle of our living room last night with one of our oldest about how time is a commodity. It's like money. They're the two most important commodities we have, and you can only spend it. Once it's spent, it's gone. And just the reality of that is why we're doing this business.
And to be able to duplicate it at any time, which is great. So because the same language is being spoken, and you can, again, Faith said it, several of you have said it, so it's been neat. That's awesome, Ashley. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing and taking time out of your life. Awesome. Okay, so up next we have Becky Ferrant. I'm going to let you introduce her.
Oh,
you're probably going to beat me.
Come on.
How about you both say nice things about me?
Yeah,
okay,
we both can. We both can.
I'll let him start.
So I've known Becky for years. I went to college with Becky, and we have a whole history together. I was a team leader for her, and she had to listen to what I said, but she didn't really listen to what I said. She told me what I needed to say in order for it to be then returned back to her in the proper way. Which I learned a lot.
No, Becky, thank you, because this is how marriage is, right?
That's awesome.
It was prep for marriage.
Perfect.
No, but there's so many things I can say. Becky is by far one of the, all of these ladies are so gifted, but Becky is extremely gifted. She is a DIY queen. She can pretty much build anything. She is extremely creative, but at the same time, her heart is golden. She loves people well. She listens to people well. She speaks to people's needs. She doesn't just say fluff. She's going to tell you like it is. And that is something that you can't find very much in today's society. So she loves people well by telling you, hey, I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. And that's brilliant and amazing as a leader. So I could not speak so highly of Becky, especially for all the years and history that we have together.
And I will just add to that is one thing I absolutely love about this business, is how it brings people together, because I heard about Becky Ferrant all these years because Nathan's so much older than me. He graduated years prior to me. But yes, I'd heard all these great things, and we'd had a little contact here and there. I'd seen you, hey buddy. And, oh, yay, they're home. But yeah, it was just so neat. I remember our very first call and being able to talk with you and actually going, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, I'm going to get a friend out of this. This is awesome. So I love how this business does that and brings relationships, long-term relationships back into our life. Becky, so take it away. Tell us how you're going to.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. So thank you guys. I love you guys. And by the way, your skin looks really amazing. You should always be in that light forever. Okay. So also, all I got to say is, I know we had like bits and pieces of this, but like, oh my gosh, like you guys don't realize how lucky you are to have this system. Like ours was like emails and messages and texts sent back and forth. And it was
Google Docs.
yeah, discombobulated and, oh, check out this video. And I mean, it was just, and we figured it out and paved the way, which is so awesome. But this system for people is just so plug and play. And so for me, I'm a high recruiter on my team. And one of the things that is really important to me is that I walk 90 days with them, just to kind of help, especially with the culture. I want them to understand the culture of my team. And, we talked about like falling through the cracks and all that, but I think number one, it's a way for me to test my people, because I can say, okay, I want you to go through the first 3 modules by this day and just see what they do, because there's an action step, and, they can turn it into me, or they can, share it with me. Then I'm knowing, okay, they're doing it or not doing it. And I think that really helps, especially I'm a big fan of pre-building, which is, kind of where you hold them back from starting a little bit and really allow them to get into recruiting mode before they get into the classes and all the other things that come, with this business. Recruiting is one of the most important things in this business. Hands down, the most income producing activity that I can do, especially as a leader of my team, is to recruit. And so I think this allows me, to have a resource for them when I'm not available, but also when I'm, recruiting and I have like 5 people at a time and I'm trying to figure out what page everybody is on, it's super overwhelming. And so having the system, I think is huge. And also I travel a lot for my business. And so I can't always be present. And so at least they have a system to answer those questions when they have them. So for me, I think the biggest thing is just, as a high recruiter, is just being able to A, test people, and B, just having a system that they can like literally go through by themselves without really me needing to direct them. And it's going to be, for me, more of a check-in accountability rather than do this. So I think for me, that's the biggest thing that I'm going to, probably implement.
That's great. And we forgot to mention, Becky is a Blue Diamond leader on our team, and she got to Diamond in 4 months. She's the fastest Diamond on our team. And you came into this again with no experience in this, really being one of those people too, saying I'll never do network marketing.
Yeah, I still say that sometimes.
Which I love though, but I remember one thing you said early on was, if you tell me exactly what I need to do, I'm your girl, I'll do it. Just tell me what to do. And so that is the mindset of somebody that understands systems and processes. Tell me what to do. I'll duplicate it.
Tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to do.
Exactly.
Then that's a perfect match.
Didn't even try. Just said, here, just make your own.
Go.
Whatever you need, go.
Do whatever. We know you're going to build something cool around it. And then she pumps out oil shelves, right? So
that's right.
You just got to do something fun like that. Yeah. But thank you so much. Those are really excellent points. And so I just want to talk for just a second around let me mention one other person. She's having a hard time getting on. Tina Fuser is another amazing frontline leader of ours. She is in Barcelona right now. She was having a hard time. She's trying to get through the subway and get on. She's on a totally different time zone, totally different country. And she had an incredible idea of utilizing.
Hey, I'm here, guys. I'm on. Do you see me? I've been here the whole time.
Oh, there you go.
I've been here. I'm just ran in the hotel. I'm here. Yeah. Okay, you didn't see me.
Okay, so everyone, this is Tina Fuser. She is an amazing platinum frontline leader of ours. And as you can see her sporting her USA shirt, she is in Barcelona doing weightlifting competitions. She flies all over the world. She is originally from Germany. Her and her husband are from Germany. And she has our most international team and experience, having lived in another country. She can speak multiple languages. She is just a phenomenal leader. Tina is a systems guru. She is incredible at duplicating things and teaching. She's an awesome teacher.
And just to add on it, one thing, you will never outwork Tina. She is she is unbelievable. She will not quit until she reaches it. And that's why she's doing what she's doing, being a part of the nationals and weightlifting, because she works hard and she knows how to do it. So
you won't out bench press her.
You won't out bench press her either.
Or power lift or whatever. So Tina, I don't want to steal your thunder then. Please share with us what you plan to do with this.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. I'm excited to have made it back to my hotel in time. I'm in Barcelona. I just got here. I'm extremely jet lagged. I just got in this morning, just came back from a training session, but I'm feeling good. So a little foggy brain, but I got some notes, but I feel blessed to be able to share with you, because I'm super excited about this training module, because everything is now in one place. And my team Aspire, me personally, I love elite retreats in person. And I was blessed to experience them going to Utah and also in Prague. And they were really, truly life-changing events for me. So I can picture my team hosting those elite retreats in person. That's kind of my vision for my team. For those of you that don't know, in Orlando, we're building also a water park. So not as big as Disney kind of stuff, but much more affordable. So my vision is to bring teams of people in, train them in the business, but bring your kids, bring your family, and we're going to have fun and playtime. And so that's kind of the vision for my team. And I feel that we can use this resource to have our in-person elite retreats. And we watch a module and then we put it to work. And we do the work that goes with each module. And we can pick and choose what we want to work on. So I feel like this is also good for anyone on my team that's new and wants to host those elite retreats in person. It could even be broken up into little chunks. It doesn't have to be a 2-day or 3-day training. It could be Saturday mornings, take 2 hours. And especially with young families that don't have necessarily the resources to travel or lots of little kids to take care of, and they can't get away. I would love for them to get away, but now they don't have to, so they can hold those classes. And I feel like a new builder can quicker become a leader with having those resources available to them. And again, having this duplicatable system in place. And for those of you that don't know me, I personally came over from a different MLM that I diligently, I'm a hard worker, worked for 20 years, but we didn't have a system in place. We were jumping from project to project, and it hurt me greatly. So I was able to replace my 20-year income from the other company in just a little over a year. And I solely contributed to having this amazing training program and system in place, because from day one, I exactly knew what I needed to do. And you guys have just created it, laid it out for us. And I love following. But I also like what Becky said, don't tell me what to do. I made a note of it. I'm learning so much from Becky. But how to do it. Anybody on this team, we have very creative people on this team. And everybody has that flexibility. You can put your own spin on things. But what to do is there. And why not copy something that has helped you guys grow so quickly, that has helped Becky and Bonnie and all my peers, and has helped them grow so quickly? Why would I reinvent the wheel and do something different? So I'm super excited about this program, having it all in one place. And thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Oh, so good, Tina. Oh my goodness. I love that idea. It's so different than all these other ideas. And when you shared it with me, I was like, oh my gosh, Tina, you so always cool. Have the coolest ideas. And I love it because part of your personality is being in face-to-face, being with people, and people that don't take the privilege of knowing you personally. Know that if somebody gets in your presence, you're getting them started on an oil kit. It just started. It just happens. Yes. Like you can close anybody on an oil kit if they're in your presence. So I think this is such a great idea for those that really want that touch. So thank you so much for sharing that. You said a lot of really great things there. I hope people will even just go back and listen to some of that. So a couple last thoughts here. These are all just phenomenal ideas from so many top leaders who have been following the system in a physical format, as you've heard, somewhat disjointed, but us all doing the best that we can, sharing pieces before having it in this online module. And I just want to we want to share 2 last quick little tidbits with you. One is on recruiting. So we've talked about this. We've thrown this idea out there about, first and foremost, this is a training program for you. How do you take the Elevate Your Results training program and make your business successful? One, you do it. You walk through the modules, you walk through the training, you get yourself into income producing activities. So you check that box, you're doing it. Now, what Faith talked about is once you have done it and you know where the material is at, it's really easy when somebody comes to you to point them to exactly where it's at. And even if you don't know all the material and the ins and outs of it, you just point them to the training and they get to start working themselves through. So that's the first part. Another piece is recruiting that I just want to speak to for just a second. When your DJ Nathan here is going all over with the screen, just make it big.
Sorry, I'm trying.
There we go. Oh, we're getting there. There we go. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, nope, not that.
Oh.
I think. Okay, it's okay. There we go. We have a little bit of it feels like Tourette's or something with this. I can't keep track of what's happening.
Sorry.
Okay, so with recruiting, I want to speak to this for a second because a lot of people have mentioned, I'm going to recruit with this tool. How do we do that?
Yeah.
What does that really mean?
Yeah.
What it means is you have access to something exclusive. As a part of Team Elevate, you have something exclusive that you can share. That is a recruiting tool. And so the first thing that I would say we learned, even before having this, was when we were out recruiting, and you heard Becky talk about how she's a high recruiter, she has learned the awesome skill of how to make being a part of her team feel exclusive, how to make working with her exclusive. When you work with me, this is what you can expect. This is what you're going to get. This is why working with me is different. So we know how awesome doTERRA is. Everybody has the awesomeness of doTERRA at their fingertips. That alone, though, isn't always enough to separate you from somebody else in the industry, or Joe Blow, their friend, or Sally, or somebody else they know in doTERRA. What is it about you that makes you different? And why would your friend want to work with you and partner with you in this business? That's what we're talking about when we're talking about recruiting. Why do people want to join you and your team? Having this tool can actually help you do that because you have something that somebody else might not have. And so one thing that Nathan and I learned early on was, even before having it in this format, was to be able to edify a tool, edify something. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, if, for instance, let's say I'm closing out an essential oil basic 101 natural solutions class, and I want people to get started with a kit. And maybe that night I've decided that for a specific kit, maybe natural solutions kit, I am going to give them a essential life book. And what do I do though? Do I just say, hey, for tonight, joining with a natural solutions kit, you actually get an essential life book, and then and we just move on? Is anybody really gonna go, oh, I see myself needing that. Wow, that's so valuable. Oh, I see all the benefits of that book. No, because I didn't edify the tool. So you want to hand me that real fast? Yeah. So I'm just going to give you an example of this because this is something that we do in classes all the time, and then I'm going to show you how to do this with this tool. If I'm closing a class and I'm going to say, hey, for a specific kit, you're going to get this essential life book, and it's only available to you for the next 72 hours. And here's some really cool things about this book. Let me show you. What this book does is, from A to Z, tells you every single, you can look up any issue that you have, and you can see 5 oils that are listed that could be used for that ailment. And what we're going to do is we're going to help you pick from this list the simplest, the easiest oil right away that's in one of these kits that you're looking at. And we're going to build out a custom plan for you based on this book. We're going to use this. And then you can actually look up specific things in here and see, what in the world does Melaleuca do? How do I use it? And if that's not enough, in the back, we actually go to very specific things, remedies, conditions. We might look up something and see allergies, and it's going to show me top solutions and remedies. So the great thing about this book is that you will never be caught with not knowing what to do with oils. Our daughter goes, oh my goodness, I got a bee sting, Mom, what do I do? Look in the book. Oh my goodness, a leader calls me and says, what do I do for allergies? Well, look in your book. So all of a sudden, I'm empowered. I've empowered others. I am so empowered by having this book. Okay, I know I went on and on, but I wanted you to hear and see how I edify the tool. It's just a book, but heck, it's an awesome book, right? And if I don't do a good job edifying the tool, I haven't created any sort of value around it, a value proposition that that person would actually want to buy that kit so that they can get that tool. So we have to do the same thing with a training program. We've got all these tips that you have heard from leaders of how they're going to use it, but one that Nathan and I will be using it in addition to, obviously, for our own business building. This is the roadmap of how we have built our business, is recruiting, because we're going to be able to say, here's the tool. The first way to edify the tool is you got to know what it is. What did I do with the Essential Life book? I told you what it was. It lists from A to Z, it gives you specifics, and then in the back, it gives you remedies and conditions so you can look up something anytime, anywhere. So as I mentioned at the very beginning of this training call, we talked about what is the Elevate Your Results training program. I'm going to say it one more time. I'll make sure you have this copy in a written format that you can post, that you can memorize. It's all about learning what to say so that you can edify it. It is in one sentence, it's a step-by-step online training program to help you build your doTERRA business. Essentially, it holds your hand. It walks you through launching to actually getting your business in profit. And the number one fear of every person that joins a network marketing business is, can I do this? When we answer that fear for them and we say, of course you can do it, I'm going to actually show you how to do it step by step. And it's by people who have already done it. So it works. We know it's proven. It's a proven track record. It's a proven step-by-step model. So that is how you edify first and foremost and describe this tool to them.
The whole point is when you have a tool like this, you're going to set yourself apart. It just sets yourself apart, which does lead into what I was going to share a little bit in regards to positioning. So when you have you got to understand there's so many people out there. There's so many voices out there that are competing for the same person, looking to get that person to come in. So what is it that sets you apart from everyone else and everything else out there trying to get their attention and what they have?
And we're not talking about the product.
We're not talking about the products.
We're talking about why would they want to partner
Why would they want to partner with you to build a business, to build a team? Why would they even put trust into you of going, can I actually earn income? Because you actually have something that is proven step by step, how to have literal steps, that how we made $23,000 our very first month in doTERRA, and how we've made over the last 18 months almost 7 six-figure earners within the last 18 months. How do you do that? With a system, and that's what this does. So that actually positions you to be able to position yourself with somebody else. It's not bragging, it's just going, let me tell you what the deliverables are when you joined. If this makes sense for you, let me tell you what you're going to get with our team and what I can provide for you. And here's what you're not going to get with somebody else. I'm telling you that to let you know that there is a difference with the team that you start with and the person that you start with. Here's what I can do. I've got a system that is worth huge amounts, and you can only get it with us. So I want to help you with that, and I want to set you up correctly, knowing the steps where you can actually, instead of starting as an amateur, you can start as a professional. That's what this system does. And so positioning yourself to set yourself up right, and it really brings, obviously, confidence is what Bonnie had talked about. It does bring confidence. When you know companies all over the world, Amazon, you name the big companies, Google, all these different things all over the world, people come to want to work for them because they have a trusted and true system already that works. They know it works. They're not coming into a hodgepodge company trying to piece it all together. They have it. We have that with doTERRA because doTERRA is great. They deliver their products on time. They pay us. They do all these amazing things. But now you need a system to actually help build and grow this business on the business side. And that's what this system is. So you can position yourself and you can feel confident when you have those conversations.
Yeah, so that's awesome. And Nathan throws out some of those numbers for you. Here's the thing. Those numbers are thrown out for you, not for an ego boost for us or for our leaders or because it's bragging. The point is you might be listening and you might not have had a single day of success yet in your business. Maybe you just started and you're going, I don't feel like I can share because I haven't done what Nathan and Jenni have done. I haven't done what Becky's done or Tina or Bonnie or Ashley or Faith or anybody. Here's the thing, you don't have to have done that yet. When we first started our business, we hadn't done anything. We were so poor. We were going, oh Lord, please don't ask us what we've done. Please don't ask us how much money we make. Please don't ask us anything because we don't even have enough money to buy toilet paper right now. But yet here we are now because we learned to share stories of other people who had success before us to be able to answer, it's proven, it works. So that is the reason we throw some of those things out for you guys so that as you're edifying the tool, as you're edifying the team, if you yourself haven't personally had success yet, don't make things up. Share stories of other people who have until you have your own. You obviously have your why, you have your passion, you have that thing about why you joined doTERRA, but people that partner with you want to know, does this work? Can I do it? And has somebody else succeeded before me? So share some of those things that Nathan just shared with you. So as you're recruiting with this, edify the tool. As Nathan said, position yourself by sharing the exclusivity of it. Sharing that if you're on our team, you get it get it for free. In general, if you're not on our team, it's exclusive in the sense of everybody in network marketing, as I said, the one thing that separates those from successful and not, it really is having a system. So many people that join businesses in the network marketing space just don't know what to do. They don't know how to start and they don't know how to keep it going. So having a system really makes you exclusive. And then lastly, when you're recruiting, it's simple. It's tell them how to get it. So when you're in that conversation with somebody, you've already edified, you've positioned yourself with that exclusivity, and then tell them how to get it. Make it really simple. So for instance, it's personal for everybody. You're going to build your business the way that you want and put your own unique spin on it. But you might say something like, you know what? You get this for free when you join our team. You get this for free when you buy this kit. Maybe you're somebody that's going to purchase it for somebody. And then you're going to give them the link, and you're going to give them a very specific code. Maybe if you're on our team, you have a specific code that you're giving them with that link so that they can join with that. And that again makes that new person feel like, wow, like I have just entered something that is well organized, well put together. These people know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Again, as Nathan said, Doterra obviously knows what they're doing. They have everything down to a science, where they're sourcing, how they're shipping. That's a no-brainer. But on the business side, we want it so organized and so structured, it's a well-oiled machine, so that people just don't get lost in the shuffle. So there's our tip on recruiting, how to use it for your recruiting success. And maybe you've never enrolled somebody yet to your business. And we cannot wait to hear from you. Whenever we want to celebrate with you, when you say, oh my goodness, I used this tool for recruiting, or I used it to launch my very own elite retreat, and I did it with just 2 people in my living room, but it worked. It built some team community.
We want to hear
We want to hear how you're using this program. We've given you just a handful of tips of what we've done. So what you have heard is the cumulative of a couple years of experience in Doterra as a team of following a system. We have all these leaders you've just heard from have been following a system that has been passed down, that we've modified, that we've added to, that we have grown into the Elev8 team training system. And we've been doing it. We've been doing it physically.
Platinums, diamonds, blue diamonds, they follow the system.
We've been doing it physically for a couple years, but now you have the added benefit of it's all online. It's all online. No more hodgepodge, as Nathan mentioned. It's not all over the place. It is all organized for you. And again, we cannot wait to celebrate with you and hear how you're utilizing this program for your success. Please let us know how you're using it. Thanks so much, guys. We're excited. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.